This is Bruce Buffer, and this is the moment you've all been waiting for. It's time for the MMA Holes!
Mixed martial a-holes. MMA holes, MMA holes, MMA holes, MMA holes, MMA holes. You like to be a mixed martial a-hole. MMA holes, MMA holes, MMA holes, MMA holes, MMA holes.
No way.
From the Queen Studios of New York, UFC 156 recap, MMA news, UFC 241 Fight Week. Mike Perry's face is rearranged. Let's talk about it with the MMA Holes. Yeah. Wonderful. Jesse, how are you?
Moss, there's a BTS freaking ad on our TV right now. I want to kill myself.
BTS. Yes, the Korean sensation.
The Korean Beatles.
The only reason why I know about that is because of her sister.
She's obsessed.
And all the posters on my wall. Anyway, we are here. We are live once again. The MMA Holes Hour is wonderful. Jesse, how are you?
Wonderful, Mystic Moss.
Wonderful.
And we have a sexy show tonight. A very sexy show. Unfortunately, there was someone from the fight card on Saturday that doesn't look as sexy as he did before the fight, Jess. His name is Mike Perry.
Yes.
His nose completely mangled in this fight against Luque. And what a fantastic fight. A card that was like meh, but fun to watch, right? On paper, meh, but a lot of fun to watch. The main event was, to me, horseshit.
What?
But it was to be expected, right?
Yes.
We're going to be talking about this card tonight, and we're going to be talking about UFC 241, which looks spectacular.
Talk for a minute, Moss. I forgot social. I always do this.
That's right. Getting that social. So welcome to the show. Thank you for joining us. We got a super chat. A reefer on the fringe.
Doctor had to surgically remove Mike P's silky mustache.
Is that what it was? His silky mustache? They had to surgically remove it? I don't know. Maybe. Thank you, Reefer on the Fringe.
Wonderful.
For the wonderful donation. So here it is. This is a picture over here. And if you listen on Podbean and iTunes, I think it's impossible for you to miss any of these images from the fight. We saw it live, and he was on top of Luque. It looked like a knee was what caused this damage to his face, and it didn't even stop him. Mike Perry was on top of Luque at the end of the fight. Luque had his arm around his neck. Perry was just trying to escape that, but landing body shots, and Luque was squeezing as hard as he possibly could, and the blood was just squirting out of Perry's nose all over Luque's ribcage.
Like a waterfall.
Splatting all over the mat. It was a fantastic sight. Was it too much, Jesse?
It was beautiful.
Yeah?
I loved it. I was like, at first, when I was first watching it, I was like, ugh! But then, like, it's like you can't take your eyes away. It's perfect.
Think about the night that we had, okay? We had this, and we had Bare Knuckle FC 7, which was a pretty good event. It never fails, Bare Knuckle. It's always fun to watch, and there's always carnage when you watch Bare Knuckle. But the UFC may have out-goried Bare Knuckle. I mean, well, one fight at least.
Yes.
Bare Knuckle is something else. And shout out to our buddy Caleb Harris for getting that fantastic knockout. If you missed it, he was his second fight on the card. It's on YouTube, and it's all over the internet. The shit is everywhere. My man Caleb Harris just pieced him up and took care of business. Got his first.
Taking care of business every day.
He was taking care of business, and he got his first bare knuckle win. So we'll have him on when, Jesse?
Wednesday.
Yeah. Yes. So Jesse, okay. So now, with us watching bare knuckle,
yes,
and with us watching the UFC card on Saturday, did you feel satisfied?
Absolutely. I was not satisfied with the main event. But I was satisfied overall with the both fight cards. Which one was I more satisfied with? That's a tough one. I can't say which one I was more satisfied with. All I know is I was 100% satisfied with both fight cards. The main event of UFC Uruguay it made me want to shoot myself in the head, but the rest of the card was fantastic.
Yeah. It was a good card. Listen, like I said, on paper, it's nothing to stop your plans, to watch, but it was fun. Mike Perry versus Luque was the main event, really. And Valentina Shevchenko versus Liz Carmouche was the bonus fight. That's how I look at it.
Yeah.
And it is what it is. A lot of people are calling out Shevchenko, saying that she's a boring fighter. And, I mean, I kind of agree. I understand how she fights and why she fights that way, but I kind of agree. But you could make this argument about a lot of women's mixed martial arts fights, I mean, you could make that argument. So we'll talk about that a little later on. I saw something in the chat. Someone was saying that Mike Perry won the fight against Luque. Do you think he won the fight?
No.
No?
Nah. Listen, he was extremely aggressive in that fight, and I have to give credit to both of them for putting in their all, and especially Mike Perry. He got his fucking nose broke.
Super chat.
Reefer on the fringe.
Beat the shit out of Kenshiro till he head pop.
He's calling out Kenshiro. Jesus. That's vicious. By the way, oh shit, you know what? Can you drop on the MMA Holes website the earnings? I saw the top 4.
Okay, yeah, let me check for him.
Yeah, see if you could pop the earnings on the website. I do want to take a look at that. I'm curious how much Perry made for this fight. Okay, so I believe that Luque won that fight. Okay, I was rooting for Perry. I think Perry's fantastic. And even though Perry's nose was rearranged, I believe that this fight did nothing. It didn't hurt him in any way, besides his face and his looks. I don't think it hurt him. If anything, he gained way more fans from this. I mean, Perry's always been fun to watch fight, but after this fight, I mean, how could you not want to watch a Mike Perry fight? The guy's a savage. He's a nut job. He's a complete nut. So I feel like this loss doesn't really hurt him. Yes, it's a blemish on his record, but I don't think this does much to his legacy. So he's right up there, Mike Perry. If he's fighting, I'm watching, I'm in. Did he win that fight? It was close. If the judges scored it Perry's way, I wouldn't complain. If the judges, they did score it Luque's way, I don't complain either way. The only reason why I think Luque won that fight is damage, to be honest. I mean, if it's a close fight and your face looks like this, well, you lose. I mean, I think that's what it comes down to. That's what it is. It was a very, very close fight.
Super chat.
Reefer on the fringe.
I've been calling out Ken for 2 years now. Set it up, Mos.
All right. Now set it up. We can make it happen, Reefer. Make sure you contact us on the MMAHoles.com, and I would be delighted to put that together. Reefer on the fringe versus Kenshiro. Ken, you in? We'll make it happen. Make it happen, Mystic. All right, let's see what the chat says about the Perry fight. Did Perry win that fight? Did Luque win that fight? What do you think about that whole fiasco? Jesse, would you like to take it away?
Yes. Give me one moment, Moss. I'm getting the payouts for you.
I'm with you, Chrome Digger. Bare Knuckle FC1. Perry can take damage. Hi, Nightbot, says Block Legend. Mike Perry is versus Mickey Gall is next. You know what? It's possible. They could match that thing up. I would love to see Perry versus Till, but Till's too far up there, I guess, right? I'm in for $500 US. So Kenshiro's in. He wants Reefer. Jesse, if you could unplug your computer, please.
Sure.
Close, but Perry had that. So Kentucky says Perry. Perry won that, says no holiday. Luke, Perry lost. Perry won, says amazing. I thought Luque won, but it was a close fight. Without that knee and nose break, Perry wins. It was a knee, and that's what broke his nose. Let's see. Diaz versus Masvidal is the fight to make. Well, we got to find out what happens with Diaz versus Pettis, which is this weekend. This weekend's card is banging.
Go ahead and check the MMA Holes website.
It is a banging card. All right, so let's go over here.
It's on that page too. You can just refresh it.
Okay. Let's see the earnings. JBH putting the earnings here. What do we got, Jess?
All right, so the second is the two fights that are the most important. This one.
Let me zoom in a little bit. Smallest letters ever. So this is Fight Night 156.
You can click on the pictures; it'll enlarge it.
I didn't even get a chance to. Well, all right, let's go to the first one. Okay, I'm going to zoom in like this.
Super.
Whoa, Reefer making it rain tonight. What's Reefer got to say?
Send me location and contract. Get her wallet out.
I would love to make an MMA Holes fight, man. Like I said before, if you guys and gals want to compete inside a cage, we can make it happen. Like, it is very easy for us to make it happen. All we need from you is to get a gym to back it. That's all we really need. You get us a gym to back it, and we'll put it together. We'll make it happen. I would be glad to make that happen. That'd be a lot of fun. Let's see. Kenshiro says, just called me an hour after opponent shows up. I'll drive over and get my 5 bare knuckle rounds in and make it back in time for 10 p.m. dinner. So he wants a bare knuckle fight, Ken. All right. Here we go. Let's see what we got here, Jess.
So Tisha Torres made $41K. Marina Rodriguez, $27.5. Rogerio Bontorin made $27.5 as well. $27.5 also for Chris Gutierrez, $23.5.
Oh, so this is the beginning of the card, correct?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So
the second picture is the main events. So you got Valentina Shevchenko.
Hold on a second. Excuse me. Baking powder.
Baking powder.
Let's do this. Okay.
Valentina Shevchenko made $260,000 that night. 110 to show, 110 to win bonus.
Let's do this nice and slow. Let's do this nice and slow and take a peek at this.
Sure.
All right. So Valentina, $260,000.
Right. 110 to show, 110 to win, and $40,000 fight week incentive pay.
A fight
which is
night,
the Reebok pay.
Okay.
Really.
So a fight night, she won. It was a decision. It was a boring fight. She had $110,000 win bonus. Okay.
Ozdemir.
And $400,000. So I'm just trying to let this sink into my head here. Valentina got $260,000 for a decision win on a fight night title fight, defending her belt. Do you think that's fair?
Yes. Well, listen, it's Shevchenko.
Super chat.
All right. Reefer says.
I call up Duke and we whoop his ass, call my manager.
Duke Whoopus or Duke Rufus? All right. You got it.
I would say if it was any other fighter on a fight night, I think it's a little extensive. But this is Valentina Shevchenko. We've seen her fight before. She is a champion. And to see her hold on to that title as the main event of a title fight, I think this is fair.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's defended her belt multiple times. You could make an argument that she should have made more, but it is a fight night. So, all right, I'm not going to go crazy. The fight sucked, so I'm not going to go crazy. But look at Volkan.
Yeah, Ozdemir made $225,000, 85 to win, 185 to show. And, of course, the Reebok pay was only $5,000, which was the fight week incentive pay. But he got performance of the night, which gave him that $50,000 bonus. So, overall, I think having fight of the night, a well-deserved amount of money for a fight night.
So Volkan Ozdemir, I mean, that's pretty impressive. You know, Volkan Ozdemir, he needed a win in the worst way, and he finished Latifi, who's a tough dude. Finished him. So 225, congratulations. That's good. Okay, I'm not upset with that.
Vicente Luque made $150,000 total, 45 to show, 45 to win. Also fight of the night bonus against Mike Perry. Got an extra $50,000 for that, and then the $10,000 Reebok pay.
Definitely deserved the fight of the night.
100%. That was an excellent fight. I think it was probably the best fight of the entire card. So, I think this is a well-deserved pay as well.
Yeah. All right. So nothing really stands out. Nothing really. I'm not like up in arms about any of this stuff here. Liz Carmouche
won $30,000 overall, 100 to show, 32 for the fight week incentive pay, which
good
is
for
Reebok
her.
pay.
I think that's fantastic for her, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, to lose a fight to Valentina Shevchenko,
fucking
a champ.
Liz Carmouche. I mean, I know it's a championship fight, so I guess that's where you get the extra cash. But it's $130,000, and then you look at Felicia Spencer with the $17,000. I understand it's a championship fight, and Carmouche has been in the game for a bit, but
she has a good manager.
It's just insane. All right, so Mike Perry.
Mike Perry got $117,000 total. $57,000 to show, $50,000 for the fight of the night bonus against Vicente Luque.
I wonder if he got any money under the table
and
for that shit.
$10,000 Reebok pay.
So Mike Perry gets $117,000 for a rearranged face, and I'm sure they flipped the bill for, they flipped the bill for the doctors and all that stuff. I'm sure. Well, $117,000. Okay, it was a co-main event. He got fight of the night. So if this guy didn't get fight of the night, he would have had $57,000, or $67,000 because he would have had the fight week incentive. $67,000. Man, you know what? I think it's fair. I mean, any guy that has his face rearranged like that, you should get more money. But considering it was a co-main on a fight night card, I guess that's fair. What do you think, Jess?
Yeah, I mean, It's Mike Perry, so the guy's made a name for himself. He's fighting a well-rounded fighter. They got the fight of the night bonus, so 100% I think this is, it's worth it. It's only 117. It's not like he's getting championship pay. So it's not a horrible payout.
Gilbert Burns getting 102,000. He got that win bonus.
Super chat.
We got Reed for coming back in with the super chat.
Most, can you tell me why can Shiro run from little old me?
I don't know. I think he's nervous. He wants you in bare knuckle.
Scared.
He wants you in bare knuckle. Gilbert Burns, like I said, 102,000, 46 to show, 46 win bonus, 10%, 10,000 incentives. So, I mean, listen, I got to say, looking at this card, I'm not, there's nothing that really jumps out at me. I'm like, they got fucked.
Yeah.
Right? This actually seems fair.
Yeah, I
Am
agree.
I wrong?
Yeah, I agree.
All right. So this is what the fighters made, and Mike Perry, gets a changed face, a brand new face. Well, they said the nose job went well, right?
Yeah, he had a successful nose job, but he's been suspended for 6 months.
6 months. Well,
The recovery time
should be
plus
suspended for a year. I mean, with that, that's got to be pretty serious, right?
Well, a broken nose, it does take a while to heal, but it won't take more than 6 months.
Let's see the news. Have a little more about his nose?
I do.
Let's go over to the MMAHOLES.com, the best website in the whole goddamn world. And get right into the news, an hour, and then you could save the show. We'd love to take some phone calls.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Well, if we're talking UFC medical suspensions, according to BJPen.com, Mike Perry and 2 others got lengthy breaks after UFC Uruguay. The medical suspensions for Saturday's UFC Uruguay card have been made public, and as you might have guessed, welterweight fan favorite Mike Perry has received a lengthy one. Perry's nose was pushed several miles west of its original location during a welterweight scrap with Vicente Luque. He's been hit with a 180-day medical suspension, or 6 months, as a result of this injury. And he's not the only UFC Uruguay fighter facing a suspension of this length. Tisha Torres and Geraldo de Freitas were also hit with 6-month sits after their losses to Marina Rodriguez and Chris Gutierrez. Here are the full medical suspensions for Saturday's UFC card.
Super chat, PBR.
Hi guys, and hello to all the MMA holes out there.
Wonderful, wonderful.
I hope you're wonderful, wonderful PBR. Hello. Thank you for the donation.
Also suspended from the fight card on Saturday, Polyana Viana was suspended for 14 days, no contest. 7 days, no contact. Alex De Silva, 14 days, no contest, 7 days, no contact. Chris Gutierrez suspended 30 days, no contest, 21 days, no contact. Some of the other bigger names, Alir Latifi, suspended 60 days, no contest, 45 days, no contact, so we won't be seeing him for another 2 months. Oscar Pietrota, suspended 14 days, no contest, 7 days, no contact. Bobby Moffitt, 30 days, no contest, 21, no contact. Alexei Konchenko, a fight that we actually had a lot of fun watching, has only been suspended for 14 days, no contest, 7 days, no contact. Liz Carmouche, suspended for 1 month, no contest, 21 days, no contact. All of the other fights that you can see from UFC Uruguay, the medical suspensions that took place, you can find on the MMAHoles.com and the MMA news page for BJPen.com.
There you go. Now I see Drunk and Chrome to Your Dome saying, his nose is not going to be the same after this. Everyone thinks, when you think nose, you think Rory McDonald. You think someone that has had issues with it ever since, something has happened inside the cage.
Right.
I mean, this is pretty bad.
Yeah, you think he's going to have a soft nose from now on?
You got to think. Now, they're only giving him a 6-month medical suspension for this. And I would think it would take longer for your face to heal up. I mean,
it won't take more than 6 months to heal, but he could have a soft nose from this point forward fighting, for sure.
You got to think, they're going to have Michael Jackson. You imagine he has, what kind of nose do you think they're going to put on him? Like Rudolph?
No, they're going to just reshape it back to the...
I would put like a big black eye nose on him, Why not? I mean, he is pretty much African-American, Mike Perry. Put a big black nose on him, right?
All right.
What do you think? Just do it. Go the reverse Michael Jackson on him. What do you think in the chat? You think they should do that? Just drop the fucking... All right, anyway. But the question to the chat really is, will his nose ever be the same? Let me know in the chat.
I had rhinoplasty surgery myself. Perry will heal just fine. It's just going to take some time to heal all the way, says Zion Lux.
Okay.
I hope he doesn't have the Rory nose, as K-Dub, Danny Daniels fan, says. Kelly Miller, do you respect Conor McGregor? Flat Earth Deacon, try and make that face moss.
All right, let me give it a shot. All right. I should put the picture next to me, right? It's going to take a second.
Go for moss.
Window capture. Okay, give me a second here, guys and gals. That's not the one I was looking for. These are not the droids you were looking for. Ed, hold on. In order to make this work, oh, there we go. Okay. All right, so there's his face. I got to get this right. If I don't get this right, it would be a travesty. Okay, so there's Mike Perry. Okay.
Moss. No, you gotta look up this way. Other way. There you go. Someone screenshot this.
How was that?
Oh, God. Look at...
Can someone screenshot that and tweet that out to Mike Perry?
Oh, my God.
Say everything's going to be all right. Say the MMA holes. Can someone put that? Yeah, we need to put this. If someone could screenshot that, please. And tag the MMA holes on Twitter. Maybe during the show, we'll try to all blast it out to him.
You had like a smoker's laugh there. When you left, you're like...
Well, listen, it's like I'm running out of air. It's tough to do that face.
Oh, God.
I think that was it. I think I nailed it. All right, back to the chat.
All right. Danny Daniels needs to learn supply and demand, says Greg Odom Blaze. Fucking guy, you're funny. Do it again. Moss looks like Cerrone.
One per show.
Try doing blow with that nose. Schadenfreude in face is 2 joints. Chrome T Dome, how did Conor lose the second fight? He was never dropped or even hurt at all at no point in the second fight. My guess, nope, I don't think Perry nose will ever be the same. 2 joints, Weed Lung's face. Earth Prospector with the Pinocchio nose. Kelly Miller says Danny Daniels fan 2019 cool as. Zion Lux nailed it, Moss. Drunk Savage prosciutto.
All right, there we go. Thank you for the comments over there. Did you guys see I Am That Bay? He did a
I Am the Bay.
I Am the Bay, excuse me. What a name for a YouTube channel. I Am the Bay is like the video guy for AKA with Daniel Cormier, Habib, and the banter. It's like a 30-minute video. Like 3 days ago, they put it up. And the banter going back and forth between Cormier and Habib and all his Dagestan boys. And it is just, I could sit there and watch these guys all day, right? Like, I mean, just sitting there watching these guys just talk shit to each other. If someone were to say, Chris, what gym do you want to work out? Of course, Law MMA. I mean, of course, that's on top of the list. But AKA looks like so much fun.
Well, AKA, the only reason I wouldn't is because it's so packed. Did you see that thing?
Yeah, I think all these big gyms are like that now.
They were on top of each other when they were training, and it was like Jesus Christ, how do they get anything done in there? You know, like they should have times when only a certain capacity of people can be in the gym at one time. It's just too much.
Well, I think a lot, and Ray Longo was saying this too. He said back in the day, the gym was a lot better when, you know, guys would come in there. It was the core guys. Now you have so many people in, you can't really drag many more people off the street because it's already packed, you know, and it's tough to bring more people in. I think all these big gyms out there are turning into this. You know, you're losing room on the mat. The place where Mike Perry trains in Florida, I forgot the name of the place, but who was saying it? One of the fighters was saying. I think it was it. And
you got to think too. Yeah, she was saying that too. Yeah, she was saying that she wished it was back in the old days when the OGs were you know, training and stuff like that. You got to think the bigger the UFC grows and the more mainstream MMA becomes, the more people are going to want to get into these big gyms where these UFC fighters are.
It's the cool thing now. Yeah. Like, it's the cool thing. You see a lot of kids in these gyms. You see, it's just like, it's the end thing. It's happening. The UFC is growing. These kids want to start training and having some fun, and they're training with professional UFC fighters. So I think that's why these gyms are exploding now, because it's like, wow, I can go in there and train with these top-notch, high-level athletes. This is insane.
Yeah.
Like, imagine being a baseball fan and saying, hey, I'm going to go to this gym and train with fucking, I don't know, you know, the top baseball players out there. You know, what's the baseball player you would like to train with?
At this point, the polar bear, Pete Alonso or
Alonso?
Jeff McNeil.
Yeah, I mean,
Or Jake Arrieta.
they like kids don't have that. You know, like you have these camps where you can go away, but you can't just go to a gym and train with these guys or basketball players or football players. In MMA, you can go to a gym and train with the best. It's insane. It's crazy. What a sport. But I have a feeling 10 years down the road, that's not going to be the case.
Yeah.
I really feel that these elite athletes aren't going to be mingling with the peasants, the normal people. I think they're going to be segregation because it's going to get crazy. There's going to be no room to move in these gyms.
No, they'll just stop taking people in. I don't think it's going to get crazy. I think they'll just stop taking people in.
Yeah, it's possible too. All right, so chat room. I see a lot of people talking about Pettis and Diaz.
Yeah.
And I'm curious, like, is this the fight? Is it like screw DC Stipe 2? Is the fight for UFC 241? I mean, you got Yoel and Costa too, but is the fight Diaz Pettis, which is only a 3-round event, affair,
I don't know
should
if
say.
it's the fight, but it's definitely a fight to 100% watch because Diaz is coming off of this retirement and there's this little beef with them, and I think it makes for a good fight for sure.
All right. So let me know in the chat what you think. Diaz versus Pettis. Is that your fight? What is your fight for UFC 241, which is this weekend? Cormier versus Stipe happening once again. I'll show you some of the fights on this card. We'll be live reacting. I expect a big night. A big night for the MMA holes. I expect 25,000 easily subscribers. And we're going to be breaking some boundaries. Derek Brunson versus Ian Heinisch is a sleepy, sneaky, fiery fight. But this is a good main card over here. You got Gabriel Benitez versus Sadiq Yusuf. Okay. Could be a good fight over there. But I mean, Romero Acosta, Pettis Diaz, Cormier Miocic. Let's see what the chat says.
Sense of Beyond says that interview today that dropped was hard to watch. Nate mumbled through.
Shit, where is it? You can't find
with
anything.
Brett Okamoto. There's an interview with Brett Okamoto.
I mean, he mumbles. That's what he does. I mean,
I didn't get to see it all the way through yet, but yeah, he sat down with Brett Okamoto in like a living room environment, and
do you wait, I gotta find this. Where's this video?
It's new. It just came out. Maybe it's on the ESPN's.
All right, I'll check this out after the stream.
It's a long interview though. You're gonna be sitting there for a while.
I'm down, but Nate Diaz, you don't watch him for his interviews. Like, you don't watch him for his knowledge. You watch Nate Diaz go into a cage and Stockton slap people. Badass. Come on, let's go, motherfucker. Flip the bird. That's what you watch Nate Diaz for. You don't watch him on the mic. You saw him against Conor, with the mic. It's just bullshit. He mumbles. You don't know what the hell he's saying half of the time. That's all you hear. So if you're expecting fucking intelligence coming out of this guy's mouth, you're not going to get it. Now, I'm not saying he's a dumb guy. He just doesn't articulate himself very well. Right? I mean, I think it's pretty accurate.
I think he's a dumb guy.
You think he's done?
Yeah.
Dumb?
Yeah, I don't know if there's a lot of intelligence there. There's enough to know what he's doing. I'll put it that way.
Yeah. I think he comes across dumb, but he's not that stupid. Like, I don't think he's that stupid. I would say
Nick is probably has a little bit more of a brain on his head than Nate.
I think Nick is the puppet master. Yes, like Nick has that he's like a marionette. He's got the little wooden thing up top with the strings, and Nate's like, Nick. Like, even look at...
Do that again?
No, it's only once a show you get that.
He's talking about
Yeah, Nick he's the guy. Yeah. But it's kind of cute, right? Nate Diaz looks up to Nick, right? That's his big brother. He looks up to him. He sucks his what? What?
Wait.
I didn't. What?
I don't think they look up to each other. Like, they
Nate,
have each other's back, but
no, Nate is the little brother for life. He could be in his 60s.
Nate?
Yeah, Nate is the little brother for life. Nick is the guy, and Nate's just following him around. Hey, can I play with you? Do you mind play with the blocks for you? No way. Yeah.
All right.
You don't think he has that little... he follows him around like a lost puppy dog. And that's cool. Listen, everyone's got their thing. I like Nate. I like Nick. But that's my 2 cents. Chat, what do you say?
Nate is definitely the little brother. Still cool, though. At least Nate is real. Diaz by submission round 3. Intelligent whores are cool. Nick Diaz Army. Nate said he do follow his brother to death. He even said he is a soldier in Nick's army. I watched it. It was a decent interview. Hatfields versus McCoys. Who won? Did the McCoys? I don't remember. Laughing my ass off. Stop. You're roasting the man. He's not roasting.
Listen, I just do terrible impersonations. They are, none of them are any accurate. It's what I see. So anything that comes out of my mouth, that's literally what I see. And it's not good. Like, I'll watch myself back and be like, it sounds nothing like the person. But in my head, that's what I see. I see the marionette. I like Nate Diaz. Anytime Nate fights, I'm in. I'm 100% in. So him versus Pettis, it can't be a bad fight in any way. You want to just keep talking about UFC 241, or should you get into the news some more? What do you say?
Let's get into the news. Wait, I have to sneeze, so keep talking about UFC 241.
All right, let's watch Jesse sneeze. Hold on a second. I'm going to put it on.
No, because then it's going to get stuck. It's going to get stuck, boss.
Oh.
I'm still getting over
you got to let it out.
The sniffles.
Anyway. Okay. Here's the deal. Let's get back into the news. And with 5 minutes left in the show, you can save the show. I'd love to take some phone calls on the fights that happened this weekend. UFC 156. Bare Knuckle Caleb Harris is coming on the show Wednesday. We're going to have two fighters on the show Wednesday night. An old friend, Jason Showers, who has been with this show since the very beginning, day one. We have a loyalty to Jason, and he will kick off the show. And then Caleb Harris, who had that incredible knockout at Bare Knuckle 7, will come back. A little Chuck. Let's see what you have to say. I think the chat is going to be way different this time than the first time.
Oh, I mean, we got a knockout artist on our hands.
And how about this? It's his first knockout in 20 fights. Crazy, huh? And that's how he knocks the guy out? I mean, he knocks him out stiff.
Knockout. I got to say, that guy, he did the fucking face plant. His whole body went stiff like a fucking board. Hits the ground. Smack on his face. I mean, best knockout we've seen at BKFC. I mean... Jesus.
Here's Caleb Harris. Go follow him. Lionheart 2193. Real nice guy. But let's see if we can find the knockout. I think this is it over here. Okay, here we go. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. Shout out to Bare Knuckle FC. They put this shit on YouTube. Free. It was a free fight. The UFC will never do that. Free. Here we go. Watch this. Boom. Night, night, motherfucker. Oh,
face plant.
Shit. Look at that. What the fuck? Now, if you are listening on Podbean and iTunes, Jesse, explain what is happening here.
Lil Chuck, a.k.a. Caleb Harris, just knocked out his opponent flush in the chin, and he went face first into the mat.
There it is. There it is. Caleb Harris. Go follow him. Lionheart 2193. And I'm going to tell you what. I know the secret to the victory.
What?
This man walked onto the scales at the weigh-ins with an MMA Holes t-shirt on. That's how he got the power. He never knocked anyone out as a pro fighter.
And then he walks on with an MMA Holes shirt.
20 fights. You put the MMA Holes shirt on at the weigh-ins, and this happens. I mean, this guy's bouncing off the floor. Look at this. Pa-poom! Look at that. Oh, it's a thing of beauty. It's all the power of the MMA Holes shirt. There he is. What a knockout, though, right, Jess? There's a photo over here. There's a photo of him standing over his opponent. I'll pull it up for when he comes on the show, but it's great. It's great stuff. Bare Knuckle FC was really good. Let me know in the chat. Did you see Bare Knuckle FC 7? And shout out to Chase Sherman. You know what? I got his fucking number. I never pulled the trigger on texting him and getting on the show, but now he's the Bare Knuckle champion. We probably should get him on.
Yeah.
All right, maybe I'll reach out to Chase Sherman as well, the meme king on Twitter. Nice guy. All right. Anyway, let's move on into the news, Jesse.
Okay.
Wonderful, wonderful.
That was a delayed reaction by me. All right.
Yes.
Oh,
no,
look at this.
No.
This is number one bullshit.
I want to sing, Moss.
Oh. Well, listen, we're limited on time tonight,
Way to
Jesse.
ruin my bit. All right. According to MMAnews.com, former UFC champ says Cyborg was humanized when Nunez knocked her out. This is just a quick story here. It appears Chris Cyborg's days in the UFC are realistically over. The former UFC women's featherweight champ recently said as much following weeks of public discord between her and the UFC. When her UFC contract was up after UFC 240 win over Felicia Spencer, Cyborg began publicly airing all her gripes with the UFC. First, she demanded some highly unlikely terms for her oft-discussed rematch with Amanda Nunes. Then she criticized both UFC President Dana White and Octagon commentator Joe Rogan for their past language against her. Rogan's commentary of her UFC 240 win was also called into question by Cyborg. Ultimately, the MMA personality stood by his calling of the fight. That didn't matter much in terms of the situation, however. Cyborg and her production team posted a video of her having a backstage discussion with White at UFC 240. The last moment of what White said appeared to be poorly twisted for airtime. White soon proclaimed the UFC was out of the Cyborg business and wouldn't want or match any offers, although Cyborg rapidly apologized for the video editing before White left the door open a crack for her return. She appears set to move on. Once she does, one prominent MMA personality thinks she'll face the unknown of fighting without her aura of unstoppability. That may not be necessary or necessarily be a bad thing, however. Former UFC women's bantamweight champ Miesha Tate was one of the first to call out the backstage video of UFC 240. Now she's back with some more encouraging words for Cyborg, although they may not seem that way at first. Speaking on her radio show MMA Tonight on SiriusXM, Tate said Cyborg was finally humanized during her UFC run when Nunes knocked her out at UFC 232. For Tate, that is now a chance for Cyborg to rebound stronger. This is what Tate said, quote, "I think I will remember it as the time when she was humanized. And I don't mean that as any kind of put down for Cyborg. I actually look at it as her opportunity to come back stronger. But she was invincible for so long."
This is Miesha Tate?
Yes.
Oh, I want to spit on her.
And when people are invincible for so long, you start to notice the time when they finally fall.
I so don't like Miesha Tate. I don't know what it is.
I don't get why you don't like her so much.
Oh, I can't stand her. She's got that puss face. It's like she's constantly sucking on a lemon.
She doesn't look like that.
She'll just like that.
No, she doesn't.
Monday night. Fist pumps. 50 likes, motherfuckers. Everyone, beat up the ceiling on a Monday night.
I've got 50 likes. You've got 50 likes. We've got 50 likes. MMA holds 50 likes. I've got 50 likes. You've got 50 likes. We've got 50 likes. MMA holds 50 likes. I've got 50 likes. You've got 50 likes. We've got 50 likes. MMA holds 50 likes. The dislikes can choke on a dick.
I don't know how many times I can do that, Moss. I worked out biceps and triceps today at the gym.
Okay.
And I'm feeling a little weak in the arms.
Don't be a puss bag.
I'm feeling a little...
Jesse, don't be a puss bag.
Like, you ever work your biceps and triceps so good that you just like... you know,
Don't be a puss bag. Don't be a puss bag, Jesse. Be wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful.
By the way, shout out. Look at this. Dana White. This is his Instagram over here. It's at Dana White, of course. You scroll through and boom, the main event of tomorrow's Contender Series that we will be reacting to, Mr. William Knight, friend of the show. William the Nightmare Knight is the headlining fight tomorrow. He looks a lot shorter than this guy, but don't let that fool you. William Knight is a complete beast. He was fighting at a Premier FC, CES, a local guy, and this dude has got some serious ground game, and he finishes his opponents. Will he get a contract? We'll find out if we get another MMA hole with a Contender Series contract. So looking forward to that. And he's got to be pumped up, right? William Knight over here gets to be on Dana White's social media, gets a little pop from the boss. It's wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful.
Jesse, before we get going over here on some more news, we have something spectacular to talk about.
What do we have?
BetDSI.
Just because you're not in Vegas doesn't mean you can't bet on MMA and UFC. BetDSI offers online wagering and has been paying winners for 20 years. Use the link in the description with promo code MMA-HOLE, all one word, for up to 100% bonus match as well as $25 as a welcome bonus today. BetDSI also offers betting options for everything, including NFL, NCAA football, NBA, NHL, UFC, and all their major sports, politics, reality TV, esports, virtually everything. We play there ourselves and recommend BetDSI if you want to add some excitement to fights or any other sports you are watching. Once again, go to BetDSI with the link in the description below using promo code MMA-HOLE, all one word, for up to 100% bonus match as well as $25 as a welcome bonus today. It's only a game until you bet it at BetDSI.
Wonderful.
We won 50 cents off of Valentina Shevchenko. Yes! 50 cents! Thank you, BetDSI!
Wonderful.
Can't lose. That's right. We placed a $5 bet on Valentina Shevchenko and won 50 cents. But boom, like that. Easy money. What else do we have to talk about over here, Jesse?
Timeless CBD
Oh.
sees a gap in the industry between quality and affordability. All of Timeless CBD's products are carefully handmade at their facility. Each and every batch is third-party tested. This is a CBD company that strives to make top-notch products at prices people can afford. Visit Timeless CBD with the link in the description and get your hands on only the best CBD products, such as full-spectrum oils, gummies, pain salves, freezes, BCAAs, and more. Use promo code MMA-HOLE, all one word, for up to 20% off of your entire order. We use Timeless CBD on a daily and we haven't felt this good in years. We recommend Timeless CBD to anyone seeking treatment for numerous conditions. Once again, visit Timeless CBD with the link in the description and use promo code MMA-HOLE, all one word, and get up to 20% off of your entire purchase.
There we go. Timeless CBD is wonderful, and shout out to Real Bearded Men, 15% off promo code MMA-HOLE.
Wonderful.
So I was going over to Jon Jones's Twitter.
Yeah.
Okay. Wonderful. And what I wanted to do is he's been very active on there, and he's active right now. He is.
Is he?
Yeah, he's going back and forth with these guys and gals on Twitter. He's just.
You should tweet something to him
so
right now.
what I'm thinking is we should all go to his last this tweet over here. Let's see. No, sorry, not you either. This is what about me? Do you love me? Tell me you love the champ. All right. What we should do is we should just tweet out. Do you watch the MMA holes? Okay, that's what we should do. At Jon Jones over here. That's actually at Johnny Bones. Okay. Let's see. I need some help. How many people? Let me know in the chat. 164 people.
Wonderful.
Are watching the MMA holes live right now. And if you're listening on Podbean and iTunes, make sure you retweet this and ask Johnny Bones Jones. He was on the show. He walked away from me. And that's stupid.
Well, you totally baited him into that one.
Well, I said, listen. I'm a fan of DC.
You can't start off an interview with Jon Jones with "I'm a fan of DC."
Oh, well, I could do whatever I want. All right, do you? Oops,
You're in all caps. Here,
Hello.
I got you. You want me to do it?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right.
Do you watch the MMA holes? Okay, we need help here. Let me know with the ones in the chat. Do you have Twitter? Let's blow up Jon Jones right now. Maybe we'll get him back onto the show. Okay. There we go. And a question mark. Okay, so I need your help. I need your help right now. Okay, and I did tell Johnny Bones, I'm a fan of DC, and he walked away from me. That is a true thing, and we did it on air. It's on our promo video, so you can check it out. Do you watch the MMA holes? He has been talking about Santos, and he's been talking a lot of shit on Twitter lately. So I'm going to tweet this out right now. Okay, the tweet has been sent. I need some retweets over here. I need some help.
Everybody retweet.
All right.
Actually, you know what? I'm going to be the first to retweet right now. Here we go. Watch me, Moss. Watch me. JBH cam this. Here we go.
All right, hold on. I'm going to get to Jesse.
Hold on.
Let's see how strong these holes are.
I'm going to be the first to retweet this. All right, here we go.
Now, you can find it on tweets and retweets at the MMA holes.
Let me just show you. So it's this. You go to tweets and replies. Up there at the top, you're on Mystic on the MMA holes Twitter. Go to tweets and replies, and it's not there, Moss. Oh, it is there.
Yeah, tweets and replies.
You have a pinned tweet. That's why. Get rid of this pinned tweet, Moss.
What do you mean get rid of the pinned tweet? You just go to tweets and replies.
Go to tweets and replies and find do you watch the MMA holes, and then click retweet.
All right, so here we go.
I was the first to retweet.
Give us a retweet over there. Let's blow it up. Ask Johnny Bones. We got 2 retweets over there. Ask Johnny Bones Jones. Shout out to JBH and Rick James. Rick James, bitch. Tweet out to Jon Jones. Let's see if we can get. We got 3 retweets. Keep it popping, friends. Do you watch the MMA holes? He's on Twitter right now. We might as well fuck with him a little bit, right?
You have to go to the MMA holes and click tweets and replies.
All right, let's see if Jon Jones answers us. Okay? Let's see what kind of man Jon Jones is. He walked away from us. How dare he? Does he watch the MMA holes? And we're going to monitor this for the rest of the show.
You know what? I'm going to retweet with my business account, too.
Yeah, go ahead. Pad the stats, kids.
Here we go. I have a business account here. Hold on.
Look, polls for a loaded comment. I give him a like. Just like that.
MMA-HOLES.
Got 7 retweets.
Tweets and replies.
That's right. Get in there, kids.
Let's retweet this shit.
Do you watch the MMA Holes? 9 retweets. On fire. Go over to @the MMA Holes. And let's get Jon Jones. Let's get his attention over here. Let's see if Jon Jones will I watch. JBH, thank you.
That's my business account.
All right, guys. We're going to monitor this. This is @the MMA Holes on Twitter. Thank you, Sense of Beyond. I appreciate that. All right, here we go. Twitter's not gay, Boss Koger. You know why? Because Twitter got our channel back when the UFC false flagged us. So it's not really that gay. In fact, it helped us. So shout out to Twitter. All right, let's move back into the news. I'll be checking on our Twitter, and hopefully we will get a response from Jon Jones and find out if he watches the MMA Holes. Ready, Jesse?
I'm ready, Moss.
We're going to squeeze one more story in, but remember, with 5 minutes left in the show, you can save the show with a donation.
Wonderful.
All right, what else we got over here?
All right. Well, not really a story, but something to keep an eye out for. Jessica Ai versus Viviane Rojo has been announced for UFC 245, according to MMA Fighting. Jessica Ai wants to end up on the path to another UFC title shot. She'll have to start by defeating Viviane. Officials announced Monday that Ai will fight Rojo in a 125-pound bout at UFC 245, which takes place at T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas on December 14th. So make sure you guys keep your eyes out for that.
Keep your Jessica Ai out for that.
I just want to
I don't care about it anymore. She's dead to me. She is. I mean, after that loss to Shevchenko, she's dead to me. She couldn't even, it was terrible. 10 retweets. Oh my God, it's going viral. Let's see who retweeted it.
It's going viral.
Look at this. Everyone's going crazy right now. Picograms, the MMA trolls. All right, I follow you. There you go. The picograms. So go give us some retweets over there. Let's see if we get Johnny Bones' attention.
Jean-Paul Lescote says, JBH looks like she's been crying. I've had the worst cold that I've had in the last God knows how long. And I'm just getting over it. So I feel like I have to sneeze right now. All day I've had to feel like I had to sneeze. So don't worry. I haven't been crying. It's just, like when you feel like you have to sneeze, your eyes get really watery and you feel like it's allergies.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like that, but it's a cold. So I'm just getting over it. So don't worry. Everything's good. I'm happy. I have the best co-host I could ever ask for.
It's me.
I couldn't ask for a better life. I'm all good. I just have to sneeze every 5 seconds.
There you go. Now you found out how she feels. That's JBH, getting over cold. Even rain or shine, snot or no snot, JBH is here. She's in attendance, and she's hanging with the boys.
Hanging with the boys.
I need to know in the chat, will you be here for UFC 241 this weekend? It's going to be a crazy night of fights. I cannot wait for that card. And we're going to get moving over here. Let's squeeze one more story in before we get into the Save the Show segment.
Well, Valentina received a little bit of criticism following her fight this weekend, and she responded to that criticism about her less than exciting fight against Liz Carmouche.
It sucked!
Well, Valentina Shevchenko is leaving Uruguay with the UFC flyweight title still around her waist, and that's what matters most to her. Following the second defense of her championship on Saturday night, Shevchenko answered criticisms about her fight against Liz Carmouche, which was showered with boos on several occasions from the sold-out crowd in Montevideo. Despite Shevchenko's earning a lopsided decision on judges' scorecards, the fight may not have lived up to expectations for a main event title fight in the UFC. For her part, Shevchenko can't help but be satisfied with her performance because she was champion when the night began and she's still champion now that the fight is over. This is what she said. First of all, of course, I'm happy with my victory. I'm very happy to have the belt here and not somewhere else. My opponent, she has her strategy for the fight. She wanted to put me under her game, and my goal was not to be caught by her game and put my game on top of her. My goal was to not give one moment to her and put my game on top of hers. This is what I was doing. Shevchenko believes part of the disappointment from fans was probably as a result of how she ended her last fight when she landed a jaw-dropping head kick that demolished Jessica Ai in the second round back in June. Obviously, Shevchenko would prefer to never hear the crowd booing her, but sometimes that comes along with the territory when fans always hope for a thrilling finish in every fight. For her part, Carmouche was largely inactive over all 5 rounds, and she blamed part of that on Shevchenko for not being more aggressive, which would have then allowed her a stronger offensive performance. Shevchenko quickly brushed off those comments while reminding Carmouche that it takes 2 to tango, and she's the one leaving with the UFC flyweight title.
Okay, I kind of want to segue this into the Henry Cejudo thing.
Yeah, I can definitely do that. Let me just see where that's at real quick.
I'll just play the video off of Instagram. You want me just to do that?
Oh, you want to do that?
Yeah, let's go to
here
Henry.
it is. It's very cringy.
Did you guys see? I mean, shocker, right? Henry Cejudo put out a cringy Instagram
but now
post.
he's getting stupid.
Wait, where did he put it?
Now he's becoming unlikable. Like,
wait. Where is it?
No, it was on Twitter, I think.
Did he pull it?
Here we go. It's right here. It's
all right. Let me get the story.
Yeah, it's on
then.
Twitter.
Oh, it's on Twitter.
Yeah,
he wouldn't put it on Instagram because he knew it's ridiculous.
Just go to Twitter real quick.
Nah, I can't. I'm all set. Wait, isn't it on here?
Your Twitter open right there, baby.
I know, but I want to keep track. All right. Well, let me see where we're at Twitter over here. We're trying to get Jon Jones' attention. 14 retweets. 14 retweets. I will follow you, and I will follow you. Thank you. Thank you for retweeting over here. We're getting Jon Jones' attention. All right. Do you watch the MMA holes? He's on Twitter right now. Everyone ask him. We want to know if Johnny Bones watches the MMA holes since he's walked off the show. Yeah, boy. Like you. I like you. I like you.
Show more replies.
I like all of you. Look at all of you. Does Jon Jones block a lot of people? I mean, I don't think I've ever sent a comment or anything. Wonder why the block. He blocked you? That's fucking bullshit. Well, I can see Jon Jones blocking people. I'm probably after this tweet will get blocked too. But all right, let's go to Henry.
All right.
Oh, Henry. How many people in the chat saw this video? I mean, it's about to. We're gonna up the cringe level. Very much so here.
You guys are going to die.
Warning. 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 That's annoying.
Why did you start getting a higher pitched voice as you did that?
Warning.
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 Warning. Warning. Warning. Warning. Cringe. Cringe. Cringe.
Wonderful.
All right, here it is.
Oh, you're such a dork.
So I'm out here enjoying my beautiful Sunday here in beautiful Las Vegas. But my phone just keeps blowing up. That somebody by the name of Valentina the Bullet Shevchenko is the most dominant champion in the world. And guess what? I get a little jelly. Because you know what? She has gold and I want that gold. Valentina Shevchenko, I have a message for you. I'm looking to become the first intergender world champion that this world has ever seen. I'm calling you out. You could be the next to bend the knee to Triple C.
Ooh. You could be the next to bend the knee. Now, is he saying by bend the knee? Is he saying like blow him? Is that what he's talking about?
I guess.
Maybe he doesn't want to fight her. Maybe he's challenged her to a blowjob.
Let me just give my opinion real quick.
No, you're not allowed.
Here's the thing. I used to love Henry Cejudo. I was on the Cejudo train. And then when he started this whole cringe fest thing, I was like, all right, he's doing his thing. Let him do him. Let him do whatever he thinks it's going to take to get in the headlines. And it worked. So props to him. But then I think people encouraged him maybe too much or like talked to him too much and he got carried away with it. And now it's like I listen to him and I want to fucking stab my eyeball out with the biggest fucking knife in my kitchen.
I understand the cringe thing, but
it's just not funny anymore. It's not even entertaining. Like, I want to kill myself.
It's unique. I'll give him that.
That's so far.
Listen.
He's calling out Valentina Shevchenko for Christ's sake. Like, look at who he's calling out.
Okay, so I'm not disagreeing. I think it's fucking retarded, but no fighter has ever done this. Like, he is really going for it. Like, I don't know what he's going for.
It's too much, though.
Maybe he's talking about a blowjob. Hold on. He might be talking about... We're assuming fight. Maybe he just wants her to suck his cock.
I'm out here enjoying my beautiful Sunday here in beautiful Las Vegas.
Okay, so he's enjoying his Sunday in Las Vegas. Let's dissect this.
But my phone just keeps blowing up.
Okay, his phone's blowing up. Okay?
He's already putting in signals in her head. My phone keeps blowing up.
Yeah, everyone's thinking it's about a fight.
That somebody by the name of Valentina the Bullet Shevchenko is the most dominant champion in the world.
Okay, she's up there.
And guess what? I get a little jelly.
Jelly?
He's jelly because he wants a blowjob.
He's talking about the cum. His cum is the jelly.
I never heard cum is jelly, but all right. I don't know who's coming on you. That sounds like bloody cum.
Gold, and I want that gold. Valentina Shevchenko.
I want that gold, right? Maybe gold is symbolism for her mouth. Like maybe he wants that gold around his cock and balls.
Gold. I have a message for you. I'm looking to become the first
Gold meaning gold hair, Jesse, right? Valentina Shevchenko probably has a gold bush, right?
What?
Maybe he wants to The gold. He wants that
he
gold.
wants the gold.
Yeah, he wants the
Goldilocks.
I'm looking to become the first intergender world champion that this world has ever seen.
Intergender.
Meaning
What?
he wants to put his cock in it.
He wants to be in the what? The Gina?
Inter.
I'm calling you out.
See? He's calling her out.
You could be the next to bend the knee.
Bend the knee.
Acumen.
To Triple C.
See? Not a fight.
So cringe.
There's nothing in there. It says fight. Okay, so let's start the clock. Ladies and gentlemen,
Oh, God.
dramatic music. Now, if we have enough Save the Shows tonight, we should play on Twitter, fuck with UFC athletes. I think we
You
should
wanna
do
do
that.
that?
Yeah, fuck
All
with
right.
people on Twitter, take phone calls, get to the more stories. Here's how it works. We need you to drop a donation. In that donation, say Save the Show. If it's $5, 5 more minutes. $10, 10 more minutes. $20, 20 more minutes.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Okay. You have 4 minutes to do it. All right, here we go. Let's see what people think about Henry Cejudo and Valentina Shevchenko. Would you like to see that fight?
Save the show. I'm broke, says Drunk Savage. G-Hold says, fuck with Cejudo. Staleo2, save the show. Ian Lev. Chronic Andy was the first intergender champ. Raul Chaga says, I believe that we might see in the future Cejudo versus Jose Pelelandi, a Brazilian black fighter from the 90s. He was the best pound for pound. It would be a great fight. Who else wants this? Someone Save the Earth says 2 joints. Birdman says release Epstein's suicide tape, JBJ's strip club tape, and JBH's sex tape. Don't release my sex tape. Please. I'm begging you.
I just retweeted. Ann H did the, I mean, this looks pretty identical. Did she tag Mike Perry in this? Let's see. Oh, yeah, that she did. All right, so we need help here. We need 2 things that get a retweet. Ann H, she tweeted out to Mike Perry the picture. Who did it better? Who wore it better over here? Let's see if you can get a retweet. Help Ann H out for that. Pulse Resurrected with a deuce.
Save the show and dub tack gagging sound again.
All right, no more gagging sounds. I'll jot that
Here,
down.
I got it.
All right, so that's 2 more minutes on the show.
I got it.
All right, no more gagging sounds. All right, there we go. That is a great poster, though. If someone says poster that shit, I would wear that on a shirt. Should I? You know what? I think I can just make this for myself. Jesse, what do you think?
Do it.
It's pretty identical.
Do it.
All right. So let's see. That's that. All right. Wow. 2 minutes left in the show. Jesse, 2 minutes extending the show. Let's see if anyone else saves. But thank you, Pulse Resurrected, for that donation. We're going to go back into the Jon Jones tweet. Let's go back over here to the MMA Holes. At the MMA Holes. We'll go to tweets and replies. Oh, shit. We're farting. Roberto Hernandez with the 20, farting on Jesse. Yes. Fart. 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 Saving shows like a boss. Bat, bat, bat. Wow. Oh my God. Roberto Hernandez, that's fantastic.
Save the show.
Woo!
That is 22 more minutes on the show. Thank you, Roberto. Thank you, Pulse. 1:52. And let's see if we get more extensions. Johnny Bones, the tweet that went out. And we got 15 retweets on that puppy. There we go. I'll follow you too. Why not? 15 retweets and 16 likes. So will Johnny Bones respond to this tweet over here? That is the question. We're going to find out. 2 minutes ago, nothing. We didn't get anything yet, Jesse. I don't see anything. All right, we'll still wait. We got to get more retweets, guys. If you're just jumping in, we are trying to harass Johnny Bones Jones. We say, John Bones, do you watch the MMA Holes? We have 15 retweets on it. We're waiting for his response, John. Don't be scared, homie.
Super chat.
Jeremiah with the 1499.
Shout out to all my homies in here. Mad love to you.
There we
Also,
go.
Henry needs to get hit by a semi-truck and soon. Anyway, save the show.
Holy shit. Jeremiah, thank you for the wonderful, wonderful donation.
Wonderful.
How many more minutes we going?
We are at 37 right now.
37 more minutes, and that's thanks to the people that donated over there. With 49 seconds left on the clock, do we go any longer than that? Very generous. Thank you. All right. So he wants Henry Cejudo to be hit by a Mack truck. It is pretty cringy, right? It is. Yeah, it's pretty fucking cringy. Anyway, well, we'll keep an eye on this for 37 more minutes. We'll keep an eyeball and see if we get a reaction, a response. Jon Jones is on Twitter right now. Make sure you retweet this or harass him about the MMA holes. Also, NH put a tweet out. And here is Ann's tweet. Give this a retweet as well. Look at this. We got 8 and 7 on that. Like Michael Anzalone's. And NH is tweeting this to Mike Perry. Very nice. Very, very nice. What a community. All right, we have 4 seconds left in the show. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1.
Wonderful.
We are done. Thank you very much. Let's go 37 more minutes. We're going to open up the phone lines. We're going to have a little fun. We got some more news to get to, and thank you very much for the donations. All right.
Super chat.
PBR, what we got?
Save the show. Points PBR.
Points PBR.
Playful
Right.
face.
We'll throw 39 on the clock. Thank you, PBR. Appreciate it. All right. So the Save the Show goes 39 minutes.
Whoop, whoop.
There we go. I'm pumped up. Thank you, guys and gals.
I'm pumped up, Moss.
All right, so this is what we're going to do. Let's open some phone lines, have a little fun, call up. Let us know what you think about the fights that happened this weekend. Let us know about Bare Knuckle. Let us know about anything. Anything you want to talk about UFC 241 that is coming up on Saturday. Mm-hmm. Cool about the fake fights. Look at it. Oh, man. All right, that was the other night. Let's see. Call us. All right, there we go. Call us. Boom.
Call the show, Moss. Here, I'll do it.
All right, call the show. But I want to. All right, I want to open up the phone lines.
I got it. Oh.
You would think I would have the keyboard in front of me. It's not as easy. Okay, so that's how you call the show, and let's open up the phone line so we can speak to the peoples. Speak to the peoples. The peoples want to be heard. Jesse, jump into the chat, see what's going on over there, and I'll.
Open them some bitches up, says Jim War. Staley says, what are your thoughts on Seth Rollins, bro?
Isn't that a WWE guy?
Yeah, I thought that was a WWE guy.
I have zero thoughts on that. I have no idea. I really don't know much about WWE. Is he dead? What happened? Something happened to the guy?
Unknown caller, you're live with the MMA holes. What's your name and what is on your mind, my friend?
Yo, Jon Savage.
Yo, Jon Savage. What's on your mind, bud?
No, so last time I talked about it, Jesse, you thought Pettis was going to beat Diaz. You still thinking that?
Did I say that?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I think it's still possible. I think with the ring rust and everything, I think Pettis has a lot to prove here when it comes to fighting Nate Diaz. So it's not impossible, but it's also not impossible for Nate Diaz to take that advantage over him. You know, for all we know, he's been training a lot more than we think he has. But I just feel with the ring rust, and I don't think he's been training as much as maybe he leads on.
What?
Now, I remind everyone, before the Michael Johnson fight, Diaz was out for, a year? Came back, looked strong as hell, got the win. So, yeah.
Yeah, I like Diaz in this fight. A lot of Stockton slapping going on in this fight. I love it. I really do.
Yeah.
It's impossible. The guy's Pettis says he claims he's going to knock him out. Do you see that happening?
No, come on. Has anybody knocked out fucking Nate?
No, he's not. Well, I think he got submitted, didn't he? I can't remember.
Yeah, he's been submitted, I think.
But knockout, I can't recall. I don't think he has been knocked out. I'll take a look, but I don't think so. I'm with Nate on this one. Jesse, but who are you picking?
I'm not picking anyone right now. You know me. I'm not going to give you my pick until the fight actually comes.
Oh, Jesus. Goddamn cock tease.
But, fucking Pettis, other than Wonder Boy, which was pure luck, his last 2 victories were over Chiesa and Jim Miller. Come on. Everyone else fucking whooped his ass.
Mm-hmm. This is true. I'm looking, here we go. Josh Thompson. There it is. The head kick and punches. I completely forgot about that. 2013. So there it is. Josh Thompson. I completely forgot about that fight.
Yeah.
I'm just scrolling through.
I forgot about that one, too.
Yeah. Fucking A. I mean, Josh Thompson's a forgettable guy. Right, Jesse?
Right.
Oh, my God. Jesus Christ. Anything else on your mind, Drunk Savage?
Not right now. I'll call back later.
Okay. Thank you.
Shout out to Flat Earth Deacon.
Shout out to Flat. All right. Drunk Savage. 516-522-026. I completely forgot about that fight. You know what's funny? This record, 19-11, right? you look at Nate Diaz and everyone loves the guy and everything like that. He is beatable. It's not like he's not beatable, and he has been out for a while. So you never know. But I think that he is a big boy. He is very tough to finish. And unless Pettis does the Dos Anjos route, maybe if he chops down the legs of Diaz, that might make things a lot more interesting. 607, you're live with the MMA Holes. What is your name and what is on your mind? Hello? Okay. Listen, you got to lower the background, please.
Yo.
Yes. How are you?
Cejudo wants a blow.
You think that's what it is?
Got to lower the background.
All right. Can you turn the background down?
How are you?
516-522-0267. Call up. Make sure you lower the background so you don't, if you call any radio show, you just don't want the show on the background. It's AIDSy, and we'll hang up. But I would love to know what he thinks about Cejudo wanting to blow. If you're just jumping in, we were saying that Henry Cejudo, who called out Valentina Shevchenko to be the first transgender fight champion. We think that he's calling her out for sex. But that's just a theory. 505, you're live with the MMA Holes. What is your name and what is on your mind?
What's up, my niggas? It's Chrome.
All right, Chrome, what's up?
How you doing tonight, Chrome?
Oh, nothing much, man. Hey, man, I'm with that last caller, man. I think Cejudo trying to get in them sweet sugar balls.
Are you a black guy or a white guy?
I'm mixed.
Are you mixed? What are you mixed with?
Black, Mexican, and white.
Oh, all right. Look
you
at
have
that.
Mexican in you? Respect.
You
That's
got
my
11.
fam right there. Mexican.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so you could say the N-word. I just want to make sure.
Oh, yeah. My mama's black.
Oh, okay, cool.
Wait, so who's Mexican in your family? Is it your
My
dad?
dad.
Your dad's Mexican and white?
Yep.
And your
Okay.
mom's black?
Yep.
Oh, wow. You're
All
like
right.
you're like a Chihuahua Dachshund Terrier.
What?
I guess you could say that.
Yeah, don't listen to her. Anyway, what's on your mind? The fuck is that? What's going on?
I don't know what the fuck that is.
Yeah. Have you ever been called a Chihuahua Dachshund Terrier before?
Fuck no. I'm like 6'5". I've never been called.
Fucking guy's like a Navy SEAL, for God's sake.
Oh, God.
All right, so what's going on?
Oh, nothing much, man. I just wanted to call in.
All right.
All right.
Block Kevin.
There you go. Yeah, no sign of Kevin tonight. He's donezo. Who do you got, DC or Stipe?
DC. I got to roll with the black guys.
You going
I can't understand the fuck Stipe's saying.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, Stipe mumbles a lot, right? Isn't it annoying?
I think him and Nate are like long lost cousins or some shit.
Imagine they got into a rap battle, Nate Diaz and Stipe Miocic.
You know what I'm saying, man? What the fuck are you saying?
I would love that. Oh, that'd be fantastic. If only that could happen. Without Nate or Pettis, who you got?
I think Pettis is just going to leg kick the shit out of Diaz.
That seems like the key.
3 rounds. It's only 3 rounds, so it ain't like he got to worry about tiring or anything.
Yeah. All right. Well, hey, thanks for the call, man.
All right, man.
Chrome, you don't. He's a Dachshund Terrier mixed with.
He's a Chihuahua Dachshund Terrier.
Could you imagine though, Nate Diaz and Stipe Miocic? What are you fucking saying? I don't fucking understand what you're saying. He sounds like Cookie Monster, Stipe Miocic. He's like, Stipe, how you feel about the fight? Oh, Cookie. Oh, da, 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 da. What is that? Why does he talk like that? He has a hot wife too. No, Stipe Miocic is like, and he's like stuttering and shit. He seems like a great guy, Stipe Miocic, but where do they come up with these? Who am I to criticize? Oh, Cookie. I get the Cookie back. What a fucking weird show. 516-522-0267. Let us know what you think about anything. I don't care. 30 minutes. Let's just have some fun. Tell me about the fights that happened this weekend. Tell me about UFC 241. Henry Cejudo calling out Valentina Shevchenko. What nationality are you? 214.
You're live with the MMA Holes. What's your name and what's on your mind?
Hey, this is PBR Street Game.
PBR? You're the one who donates every freaking time and says hello to everybody.
That's funny.
What's up, PBR?
Yeah, I just catch you guys at the beginning of the show. Just say hello. I don't get to listen to all the show all the time, but as much as I can, especially in the beginning.
PBR, has anyone ever told you sound like Robin Black?
No.
Robin Black?
Yeah, he's got like a Robin Black type of tone to, not like his voice, but like the way he talks, you know, like a tone, like, you know how people have that dialect. It's not his voice, it's his dialect, right?
My dialect right now would be very high.
See?
Oh, okay.
You hear it?
Well, you just say Bink. Give us a
Say
Bink.
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 All right, there he is. Robin Black. What's going on, PBR?
Not much, man. But I wanted to tell you guys, the other day we were chatting about the Scotch. Scotch is kind of my thing.
Oh, yeah?
But that Dalwhinnie, it's in a group. I know Dalwhinnie.
Oh.
I drink it quite a bit. It's in a group called the Classic Malt
Yes.
of Scotland. And what it is every area of Scotland, the powers that be, they pull a whiskey from that area and they put it in this group. And wherever they sell one, they sell all of that little group. And Dalwhinnie is part of it. And yeah, man, if you're into Scotch, get into the Classic Malts of Scotland. They're really, really good.
You know, I looked up that website you told us about, and I'm very fascinated. I'm interested into trying more of those alcohols that I saw on there, because we're huge Scotch lovers, and you know, like anything that's new that we haven't tried yet, that's smoky or has some sort of like semblance to that, I'm 100% willing to try. Even if it's not smoky, I'm still willing to try it. And that
if you want the hands down smokiest, it's like drinking dirt.
Oh, I'm into that.
Lefroy.
Wait, let me write this down.
By far.
Yeah. How do you spell this?
Oh gosh, it's Gaelic. They spell crazy drunk speak. Laphroig, I believe.
Okay, Lefroy.
Connor agrees.
Yeah, Lefroy.
Okay.
Yeah, it's but as far as like good quality from that same area, smoky. That Balmore that you got, it's from. It's kind of like a salty one from this place called Isla. Mm-hmm. And Isla is very famous for being very, very peaty, and that's where Ardbeg is from. That's the one I was telling you about originally.
Yes.
But out of that Classic Malts group that Dalwhinnie is in, if you want one that's really smoky, that's just pure mother's milk, Lagavulin 16-year-old. That just gold.
All right, we're writing all this down. This is good stuff. Have you ever tried something called the Peat Monster? Have you ever tried that?
Peat Monster? No,
I think it's like a whiskey. Or something.
Is it Scotch or Irish whiskey?
I think it's a whiskey. Yeah, but it has like it literally tastes like you're drinking a tree. Like it literally feels like you're chewing on a bark.
It's like dirt.
Yeah, it's crazy. I couldn't believe it.
I tell you, I got into this really nice one here a while back. It's an Irish whiskey. It's called Redbreast 12-year-old. Oh yeah, just goes down way too easy. Dangerous.
Really? All right, check that. We're writing all this down. We're taking notes.
I love the show.
Thank you.
I listen to you guys. I look forward to hearing you guys in the evening, like when I get home. I'm just like, oh yeah, MMA-HOLES.
Good shit, man.
But yeah, enjoy your stuff. I'm going for Diaz this next fight, and yeah, you got to go with DC. DC's the man. He's just so respectful, and anybody that wanted a hero to look up to, DC would probably be somebody that I would say, hey, that guy over there.
There you go. All right, PBR. Thanks for the call, man.
Later, guys.
There's PBR.
He's such a nice guy. I thought PBR, like, he's always nice when he's donating and stuff, but like, you know how like you have like, do you ever get in your head what you think people like are like before you hear them?
Mm-hmm.
And it's completely opposite of what I thought he would be like.
What did you think he was like?
I don't know. I thought he was like this brooding, like 90-year-old man who was just kind of like, yeah, I'm just here, guys. I'm just enjoying my life.
Where did you get that? The guy seems
like happy.
Okay.
But like just here, just enjoying life.
Well, you thought Crumpty Dome was a Dachshund, so I mean, I don't think we could value your opinion on anyone.
No, I said Crumpty Dome was like a Chihuahua Dachshund Terrier because he's got black, Mexican, and white.
Okay.
But PBR is a very nice young gentleman, it sounds like.
It seems like everyone seems very nice tonight. Yeah. This is a very civilized chat room of callers tonight. Thank you for the call. We're going to open it up in a second. I'm looking over on the MMA-HOLES Twitter. And let's see, there's Ann H's. The Jon Jones tweets, 16 retweets, 18 likes. Like away. Friends, if you're just jumping in jump over on Twitter, and we added John Bones. We said, do you watch the MMA holes? We noticed that he was active on Twitter. Look, he is very, very active on Twitter right now. And he hasn't answered, by the way. Like, what do we got to do? Say, you have a small dick? Like, look, he's answering all these fucking people. He's not answering us. So it wouldn't be the first time he ignored me.
He doesn't like the holes.
we need more retweets. We need to send this to him over here. Do you watch the MMA holes? We want to know. We're not going to mention DC. Jesus. Just because we mentioned
you just did.
Cormier.
You just did mention DC.
Well, yeah, I guess I did. But let's talk about what PBR said with Daniel Cormier. Do you like Cormier or not? There are a lot of people that just don't like Daniel Cormier. I am not one of them. Daniel Cormier is the guy. Like, he's a lot of fun for me. He's the everyday guy. He's the man's man, right? He doesn't have the perfect physique, but the guy is unblemished as a heavyweight. Look what he's done at light heavyweight, and the only loss is to Jon Bones Jones.
And I think at heavyweight he would win against Jon Jones.
You think so?
If
huh?
I had to be perfectly honest.
You're taking my prediction now. You're running
that was your
it.
prediction first?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I thought that was my
beats him.
prediction first.
What the fuck? Why you can't just take my mystical predictions away from me? Like, I only have one thing, my mysticalness, and you can't take that away from me. It's terrible.
Of course I can.
But Daniel Cormier, he's a guy's guy. You watch that I Am That Bay or I Am The Bay, whatever the fuck that is. The series.
I Am The Bay.
I Am The Bay on AKA, the AKA vlogging series they got going on over there. And his banter with Khabib, like, it's just funny to watch. You know, the way he acts with the guys at the gym, like he gives them good insight. He's got incredible talent of his own, and he just looks out for everyone. He just seems like a good dude, family man, you know, divorced, got it right the second time, my kind of guy, you know. I like DC. Let me know in the chat, are you a DC guy, yes or no? All right, let's see what the chat says.
David Flores Jr. says, love both Pettis and Diaz, but GTA gotta go with Diaz and motherfuckers and fat DC. NHDC is going to win Jim War. He's a jive turkey. Chrome T Dome, I'm a fan of black guys. Paul Fay says, I don't see DC as the GOAT, though. My guess, I love Cormier, one of my favorites. Pulse Resurrected, he's cool, I guess. Michael Anzalone, yes. Kelly Miller, DC for the win. Kainoda 74, DC is a man. Infinite Conscious, yes. Flatter Thinking, yep. And H, yes, I like DC. Drunk Savage, double cheeseburgers. Big Nick Digger, DC is legit. Joe Rod, dude, I want Stipe to win so bad, but yeah, DC probably gonna win.
Okay.
Steven Stern, DC, a class act, have to respect him as a person and fighter. Roberto Hernandez, DC is badass, but so is Jones.
Yeah.
Big Nick Digger, Diaz. David Flores Jr., I'll try. Savage Bro. Dude Chronic, Big Belly, DC. Drunk Savage, Full Belly, DC for the win. J Mass 508, DC had a rough life. Dude lost his daughter in an accident. So that gave me more respect for him.
Yeah, the guy is, I mean, he's been through a lot, and, you know, look at him. The guy he's not full of muscles or anything like that. He looks like an average Joe. It was funny. How many people were around for this? The OGs know that I'm a big DC guy. And when he fought Jones, especially the second time.
You lost your mind.
No, I didn't lose my mind. I got lit up so hard. That was the biggest ass rape I've ever had on this show.
Yes.
I was DC all the way. Even some may say the Conor McGregor losing to Khabib was bad on me. The DC versus Jones fight, if you go back and watch that chat room, I literally got bent over in front of how many people were watching, and they just fucking forced it in my ass. Like, I just ate it. I ate a big cock in my ass. It was bad. It was a bad night for me. Because I love DC. You know, he's my guy. And especially when Jon Jones walks away from me, you know, I really want DC to win that fight. But anyway, it is what it is, and shit happens. But what was there was a point to
I don't know what your point was.
I was going somewhere. I was fucking going somewhere, and I looked at Jessie. I see her on Twitter, and you ever like look at something else and then
get
boom,
distracted?
I'm gone. I'm out of the conversation.
Yeah.
I don't know where I was going with that.
Don't
but
worry.
Anyway.
I'm not doing anything harmful here. I'm just.
Anyway, let me know if you were there for that. But you know, against Stipe Miocic in the rematch, it's a good fight. Stipe is not a layup in any way. If you go back and watch the first run through with him and Stipe, that was a decent fight. He just got clipped, Stipe.
Right.
And he got eye poked. Wonderful. So this is a different situation here. Stipe is a lot bigger. Usually doesn't mean much, but you know, and Stipe has the longest heavyweight win streak in the UFC. The guy is no scrub. Should be a banging fight. All right, let's open some more.
Banging.
What the fuck is? Let's open some more phone calls here. 516-522-0267 is the number. Give us a call. We have some more stories we can get to as well. I am checking Twitter, and look at this, friends. 18 retweets and 20 likes. Jon Jones, you need to answer us immediately. Immediately. Ted Bundy, thank you. Thank you for that. All right. Well, Jesse's dying laughing over here. What's going on? All right. 405, you are live with the MMA Holes. What is your name and what is on your mind?
Hey, man, I don't like the way y'all fucking talking to me right now, man.
Why not?
Is this Nate Diaz?
Y'all fucking talking about me and fucking Stipe, man. I don't really like that bullshit, man.
Wait, who is this? Who is this, Nate?
Yeah, motherfucker, it's Nate.
Oh, shit, Nate. I'm sorry, man. It's an honor to have you on. I apologize.
Motherfucker, 209 motherfuckers.
Shit. Nate Diaz, listen, you have a big fight coming up this weekend. You're back in action against Anthony Pettis.
I'm not fighting Pettis, man. I already beat that guy.
Yeah?
I already beat that guy, man.
Well, how did you beat him? Would you beat him? How'd you beat him?
I beat everybody. I'm undefeated.
Mm-hmm. So who's next for you now that you beat everyone?
I'll fight next. It's who's next.
Yeah.
I call my shots. I run the shit now.
Okay. So what were you puffing on? I know. Oh, did he hang up? Oh, fuck. Nate Diaz just fucking hung up on us. 516-522-0267. That really was Nate Diaz, by the way. He calls in frequently. Do you remember when we had the Nate Diaz calls? When we had the Nate Diaz impersonations?
I remember when we had the Stipe calls also.
No, we didn't have. We had Yoel Romero, Nate Diaz.
Calls.
We didn't have Stipe.
Yes, we did. When we were back in that studio, we had Stipe calls.
When the fuck was that? I must have been off that night. Yeah, we didn't have Stipe.
It was either right before or right after DC's fight.
I used to
Michael Anzalone. We had Stipe calls.
I used to do a terrible Stipe impersonation. I think that's what you're thinking of.
No, we had Stipe calls.
Here we go again. 607. You are live with the MMA Holes. What is your name and what is on your mind?
Yo, it's James MMA.
What's up, James MMA?
Yo, can you just do Diaz and Miocic talking back and forth? Just do that again one time.
Oh man, I'm only good once a show, man. It's you're gonna have to rewind it.
That killed me. I just had to hear that again.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe I'll bring it back towards the very, very end.
Have a great night, brother.
You too.
Yeah, brother.
You missed it.
Have a great night, brother.
They were going at it, man. Diaz, Stipe, they were fucking going at it. If you missed it, you got to run it back. 516-522-0267.
It's the Knitter!
Hey! Hi, Chris. Hi, Jesse.
What's up, Ben?
I gotta turn this fan off. Sorry.
That's okay. Take your time.
Take my time.
The Knitter in the house.
Tonight, you guys.
Why, thank you. I see. Let's see how your tweet's doing. I'm gonna check out your tweet real quick and make sure you help Ann out over here. All right, what is it?
I don't know where it is.
I found it.
Don't you have to go into replies?
There we go. Platinum Perry. So Ann H put this out there. I mean, it's identical.
It is. It's identical when you click on it. Yeah.
We need some retweets.
There it goes.
Well, fantastic.
Identical. There you go.
It's unbelievable. I should have pushed my nose the other direction. Damn it. I fucked up. That's all right. I'll try it again later.
The other direction?
Yeah, that's the wrong way. That's all right, though. Maybe it's a mirror. I don't know. Anyway, Ann, what's going on?
Hey, I'm just calling in. Just a chat. Just
Nice.
a chat. Just a chat.
Nothing on your mind
I got DC for the win.
DC?
Yeah. Well, I got DC to win.
Okay.
And I got Nate to win.
Ooh, Nate Diaz and...
Everybody's worried about those leg kicks, but, you never know what this is going to do, but I don't know. Nate's pretty tough.
It's
He's
funny.
always in shape.
Yeah, Pettis is saying that he likes his fight because it's going to be on the feet, and they get to throw. They're going to have some, a nice little exchange. It should be a lot of fun. I love the fact that both guys have a lot of cardio. Both guys have a lot of heart. And the key would be the leg kicks for Pettis, right? You would think that's been his kryptonite before, Nate. But, I mean, Nate brings out the dog in you. Like, Nate, he drags you to deep water.
Yeah, he might totally forget about the leg kicks and just want to just start brawling, too, Nate does do that to you.
the fact that this is a 3-round fight, do you think that this favors Pettis?
Maybe just a little, but I still think Nate can do it.
Okay. There's definitely going to be a lot more
I know.
action. That's for sure.
Yeah, I think it's going to be hopefully action right away.
Yeah. I can't see this. It can't see it sucking.
I think it'd be funny, though, if he gets Pettis down and he ended up submitting him.
Yeah. Yeah, right? That'd be awesome.
That would be funny.
Just chokes him out. That'd be pretty badass. I'm looking forward to this. The return of Nate Diaz. There was a time where it looked like he wasn't coming back, or Conor was the only fight he was going to come back to, and now we get to see him compete against Anthony Pettis, 170. I'm all in.
Yeah, no, I like Nate. I missed him fighting.
What do you think about Romero versus Costa? That fight, Roid Fest.
Yeah, Roid Fest. I'm going for Paulo.
Ooh, Costa for the
Definitely
win.
I'm going for Costa. Definitely.
You got to think, right? You got to think when, by the way, both very good looking men. I'll probably beat off to him after the show, and I'm just going to say that. But you got to think, when is Romero going to slow down, right? The guy's, 42 years old? He's still in great shape. But when is he going to meet his match? You know, when is that guy? And this guy looks like a younger version of him.
Yeah, they're both just like built like rock solid.
It's crazy.
One's younger and one's older.
Yeah.
Man,
I know,
they're both.
Will Mike H have his shirt off while this fight's going on to show off his goods too?
I don't think so. No, I wouldn't. No, at the casino, because that wouldn't. Yeah, I don't think that would.
Yeah, that wouldn't be good. You might get kicked out of the casino. Yeah, I wouldn't advise that. That's probably not a good idea. Maybe I'll take my shirt off during this. Maybe we'll have the whole chat room with our shirts off while we watch this fight. This impeccable fight of men, chiseled men fighting. Anyway, this is getting really gay. All right, all right. So you got Costa, you got Diaz, and you got DC. That's what you're saying. Your top three?
Yeah. Yes,
All
I
right.
am.
Okay. Good stuff.
Yeah.
Anything else on your mind, Ann?
Just shout out to Drunk Savage and the other OGs.
Yeah, Drunk Savage,
Flat
everyone.
Earth.
Flat Earth.
Wonderful.
Mikey.
And Michael Anzalone. We should give him an old school.
Yes, they're all. Michael Anzalone.
Let's give Ann the effect too. Hold on, let's let Ann do it. We can't get all the effect. Ready? Let's all do it together. Ann, you ready?
Okay.
Oh, that's beautiful. Beautiful job, Ann.
That's beautiful.
I think everyone at home was singing along, right? Do you think?
They're what?
They were singing
Sorry,
along with us, right?
Yeah, they're singing along.
Yeah. Okay.
No, Sean Hart, you're not chopped liver. I said, oh, geez, you're not. I can't shit up everybody. Sean Hart, you're not chopped liver.
Yeah,
Oh
you got
my
to mention everyone. They're going to get
I
pissed.
love you. I love you guys. Yes, I love all of you.
All right, Ann. Thank
I
you.
love all you guys.
We love you too, Ann.
You're all great.
You're wonderful, wonderful.
Love you guys. You're wonderful, wonderful.
Have a good night.
Bye.
There's Ann H calling in. What a beautiful soul Ann H is. All right, let's take some more calls over here. Do you want to get what other? Actually, let's bang into this story over here. Let's go over to the MMA-HOLES.com. We will take a couple more calls to end the show. There's 11 minutes left, so let's grab another story. And speaking of stories,
yes, according to BJPen.com, Nate Diaz believes he's still one of the top 3 fighters in the world. Nate Diaz has not fought since August 2016 majority decision loss to Conor McGregor, but as his UFC 241 fight with Anthony Pettis draws closer, he still considers himself one of the best world's best fighters. In fact, he believes he's one of the 3 best fighters on the planet, although he admits he's probably behind reigning UFC light heavyweight champ Jon Jones. It's very rare for a fighter to sit out so long, but with plenty of money piled up after his wars with McGregor, Diaz has been content to hold off and wait for the right opportunity. Despite his layoff, he says he's stayed in phenomenal shape and claims he's been training harder than most fighters do when they're preparing for a fight. He said, quote, I've been training these past 3 years more than anybody fighting. If I'm going to be training with all my fighters for their fights and training for a lifestyle, it's my hobby. I've been living in a fight camp with no fights, so something needed to happen. Eventually, something did happen. After a prolonged period of negotiation, Nate Diaz and the UFC agreed to this UFC 241 fight with Pettis. He said, quote, part of not fighting was the fight wasn't even with the fighters no more. They're not on my level. The fight was with the whole organization, the whole thing. And I was like, okay, I'm losing this fight. If I'm just going to sit here and die off in this little town, I could go out to concerts and do all the cool shit that's offered to me all the time, but I wanted to get back to what I knew. At UFC 241, Nate Diaz will finally get back to what he knows and, with a little luck, reassert himself as the world-class fighter he believes he is. Learn how to watch the fight on bjpen.com.
All right, so Nate Diaz versus Anthony Pettis. DC versus Stipe, too. We're going to have to make community polls.
Yes.
So here's the deal.
I can do that.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys. You want to drop it on there now?
Right now?
Make back-to-back community polls.
All right.
So if you go to the YouTube channel, which you are on right now, because you're watching us.
Wonderful, wonderful.
All right. You go to our channel. And if you're listening on Podbean, iTunes, and if you don't listen to us on Podbean and iTunes, I don't know what the hell you're doing.
Who will
but if you
win?
are, go over to the YouTube channel, the MMA Holes. Go to the community section, and we drop a lot of polls over here. And you get your votes in. Just go over to the community section on the phone, on the computer. You can get it anywhere. By the way, some people got upset about this picture. I mean, what's the big deal?
Who wins, Nate Diaz, Anthony Pettis?
Yeah, no, who you got on both of them? But we uploaded this on the community section, and people got upset. It's like every time we upload shit on the community section, people get so fucking butthurt, and we're just gonna upload more shit the more pissed off you get. So if you keep on putting comments there saying, oh my God, this sucks, this is so insensitive and blah, 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 we're going to put more stuff. We're going to find worse things to put up there. It's the Last Supper, and if you're just listening, it's the Last Supper, and it's got the Just Bleed guy in the middle, and it's got everyone's faces just gnarlied up from, war fights.
Nate Diaz, Pettis, and Cormier Stipe, Cormier Stipe?
Yeah, just drop both. All right, so on the community section, let's see, you can get your votes in now. Jesse dropped it over there. Look at that. Let's go over here.
Michelangelo.
So here we go. We got the two things. Whoa, the Nate Diaz's are already in the lead. So get your votes in on the community section. We'll check throughout the week on who you got. Also on the MMAHoles.com, we keep changing things around over here. So you can, every time you're over here, you never know. But we have the hottest holes. Get your votes in on who do you think is going to be the hottest hole of August. And Mackenzie Dern is still in the lead. So Mackenzie Dern, Megan Anderson, who's going to be the August cover. On July, we have a cover over here. I'll show you in a sec. And there she is, Alexandra Albu. So every month, we're going to have a cover girl. Go over to the MMAHoles.com and get your vote in.
Wonderful, wonderful.
All right, Jess. Let's take some more calls.
All right, Moss.
I'm going to check the poll as well. Also, wait, before we take some calls, let me see how Twitter's doing.
Wonderful, wonderful.
We're all over the place. I like to move quickly. Get this show popping over here. Tweets and replies. Let's see if Jon Jones got back to us. Because, of course. Of course he got back to us, right? 19 retweets and 21 likes. You would think Jon Jones would get back. Let's just like all the knitters stuff over here. Go follow each other, have fun. But do you watch the MMA Holes? That's all we want to know, John. Just answer the question. You were on it, for God's sakes. He's still an answer. He's scared. Don't be scared, homie. Don't be scared. All right, back to the phone lines. By the way, Mike Perry, I saw some people in the chat saying, why is Mike Perry suspended? I think it's pretty obvious, but Jesse, explain to the people why Perry's suspended for 6 months.
Mike Perry is obviously suspended because of his nose. How much more does
Oh, fuck. What the hell is that?
Facebook.
Oh, here we go. The bat phone's calling. All right, let's answer this. Here we go. This is the bat phone. And Sean Hart, is that you? Sean, do you hear us?
Yeah. What's going on, man?
Sean.
Calling in to say hello.
What's going on, man?
And you and everyone in the chat.
Sean, how are you tonight?
All right, mate. Oh, it's not nights on here, but yeah, I'm good, man. Yourself?
I am wonderful, wonderful. Sean, now you're calling from a lot of new people here. You're calling from Australia. This is, I love this. Yeah. Speaking to you from Australia. This is great. What's going on? How are the pigeons?
I'll come in a bit late today, so just wanted to ask you, who have you got for Stipe DC and Nate and Pettis?
Stipe
Are
and
you gonna
DC.
wait for the picks?
Man, I'm not going to wait. Jesse likes to keep you guys waiting. Usually I do wait, but this is a banging card. When it comes to DC fights, I never tell people to put money on my bet when it comes to DC because I always pick DC. He's my guy. You know, I'm always DC. But I truly believe in this case he will win again. I really do. I think he's just too good at heavyweight. And the Diaz-Pettis fight, I'm going Diaz. Diaz.
Yeah, and what about what's his name? The Roid Fest.
That's all you get. You got to tune in Saturday.
All right, fair enough.
That's it. Cliffhanger.
How's Jesse? Is she feeling better?
Jesse, how you feeling?
I feel great. I just feel like I have to sneeze every 2 seconds. But other than that, I feel fantastic. Thanks for asking, Sean Hart.
Yeah, that's good. It's good. Okay, I'll let you go and shout out to everyone in the chat.
All right.
All right.
Cheers.
Take it easy, everybody. Bye.
That's Sean Hart calling in on the bat phone. Sean Hart from Australia.
Every time I hear Sean Hart's voice, I think of Red Dead Redemption.
Yeah?
Yeah, because that's the only time he called in, like when we were playing the game.
I was like, how many Australians are in Red Dead Redemption? I don't know of any.
No, it's because every time we were playing the game and he would call in. And...
Makes sense. All right, here we go, Jesse.
Oh, God.
Oh, last but not least. He got in.
It's Kevin from Chicago.
Yeah, so I'd be coming at your neck, Chris, because you repeated that same stupid talking point. The fight was fixed. The fight was fixed. Don't think I was going to let you live that down. Faraz Sahabi said, whoever thinks that fight was fixed is just really dumb. He said he was cage side watching the fight, and that was as real as it gets. But anyways, I wanted to ask you guys this question real quick. Ben Askren on Twitter, remember his tweet saying, "Oh, now that I lost, you have to listen to Usman and Covington." I mean, how narcissistic can you be? After getting knocked out in 5 seconds, you're still on Twitter talking shit saying, "Oh, you don't get to listen to me talk anymore." It's like, come on, have some shame, dude. Just like, you got knocked out in 5 seconds. Shut your mouth. I want to get the chat's thought on that as well.
Okay.
And the same thing with Mike Perry. He's like a journeyman fighter. He's talking shit to Covington. Darren Till got on Twitter. He was talking shit. It's like, you got knocked out back-to-back, dude. All these fighters, they're just constantly talking shit. It's like, if you're going to talk shit, you better win. And if you don't win, then shut your mouth. That's my thoughts on that. But anyways, take it easy.
All right, there's Kevin.
Take it easy, Kevin.
Okay, so Kevin got it in. I'm glad he got his call in. Okay, let's talk about fighters that get knocked out, and talk shit. Your job is to sell fights and to promote yourself. So if I take a loss, right, I get knocked out 2 times in a row and I'm talking all this shit, what am I going to do? Just be like, okay, now I'm going to be Mr. Nice Guy. No, I want to fucking sell fights. That's what I want to do. It's my job to sell a fight. What am I going to do? Say, I'm sorry. No, you stick to the character. You don't, this humble pie bullshit. You stick to your guns. You want to sell fights. If Ben Askren gets fucking kneaded ahead, he brushes it off. He starts talking shit again. Who cares? Right? Doesn't he have to make money? Like, what is he supposed to, what does Kevin want him to do? You mean to tell me, Kevin, if you are a professional athlete and you're talking all this shit and you get humbled, you're just going to fucking, oh, well, that was a loss for me. No, you're not. You're going to fucking get right back in your horse and be Kevin from Chicago again, the great wrestler. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. What is he supposed to do? Like, what is he supposed to do? Oh, I'm sorry, everybody. I was talking shit. No. Go ahead, Jesse.
What am I supposed to follow that up with?
What is he supposed to do? Like, what are you supposed to do? Like, it's his job. Anyway, it is fun to watch some of these fighters get shut up. It really is. But I do not expect them to stop.
Right.
You give your respects. It was a good one. He got me. And you get on the horse. You get back on social media. You talk shit again. Because you got to make money. You got to pay bills. You got to put food on the table for your family. In this day and age, if you're a UFC fighter, the gift of the gab helps. Look at Colby Covington. The guy hasn't knocked anyone out in how long? Decisions don't get you paid, but Colby's mouth will get him that gold. If Colby Covington takes a loss, what do you think he's going to do? Have his tail between his legs and hide under a rock? No, he's going to talk shit. He's going to be still Mr. MAGA.
Unbelievable.
On that note, we will drop the mic there. Thank you for the calls. Thank you for the donations. Thank you for hanging with the boys. Make sure you go over to Twitter, retweet our tweets at the MMA Holes. We want Jon Jones to respond to us. We want him to respond. So go to at the MMA Holes. Go to Twitter. And let's get that army going. We need to get this to the point where when we need to get something said, when we need to get something done, we can move the army around and take over the goddamn internet. So make sure, if you don't have a Twitter account, and Drunk Savage just made one. It takes 2 seconds. Jump on Twitter. Let's get our voices heard over here because this is the only place where you can do it. The MMA Holes.
You can't stop the Siberian Express.
Tony.
Choo-choo, motherfuckers.
Sorry for calling you out again about the fixed fight. I've been in my feelings ever since you exposed Daddy Colby fight. Where's real at? I'm trying to get these cheeks clapped.
Thank you, Kevin from Chicago. Look at that. He's trying to get the cheeks clapped. That was, what a donation.
Beautiful.
There's another donation climbing. I know the show is over, but there is a donation climbing, and we will play that. But we really do appreciate. Make sure you share, you like, and we'll be back tomorrow for the Contender Series.
Yes.
You excited?
I am.
William Knight.
I like going live every night.
Ethiopian
How
phenomenon.
dare you talk back to Kevin from Chicago?
Well, I let him talk. I let him speak his word. All right. Thank you for the donations, guys and gals. What a night.
What? Oh, what a night.
Jesse, you hear this?
Dun, 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 dun.
You hear
Don't
that?
be an a-hole, be...
You hear that?
What?
You hear that?
What?
That's a little birdie that contacted us. And I just want to say this. Fuck Karen Bryan and fuck Wade.
Don't be an a-hole, be an MMA hole.